Hi
everybody.
everyone, glad you could join us. Hi Catherine,
Catherine.
so glad you came. Yes, we're excited for this. We're gonna get some reading done for our Monster High TBRs. Have you got any reading done for any of your prompts yet?
Yeah, I actually just finished my first book of the month.
Nice.
And so that was Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree,
Oh,
which I
you
was
finally did
reading.
read it.
Yeah, so I finally got it from the library. And yeah, so I read that one for the LGBT prompt. And I'm glad I read it, but I wasn't as into it as I thought I was gonna be. I really like the idea of it. But it definitely is like very cozy fantasy, so like not much really happens in it. But I do think I can totally see other people like absolutely loving the book. It just wasn't like particularly my tastes. So I think I gave it 3 stars, which is still a good rating for
Yeah.
me, but it's kind of like this was just like good, but not my favorite, you know what I mean?
Definitely. I consider 3 stars a good rating is something that you did relatively enjoy, but you may not pick it up again for a reread kind of thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah, 3 stars is still a good rating. Well, at least you finally got to read it.
Yeah, I know. It's been on my TBR for months now, so and I've been waiting for it to come in at the library. There's quite a long waiting list for it.
Yeah. Um, I haven't gotten any reading done yet, sadly. Um, we I'm at the new house now, and we're slowly moving things. So I kind of been busy at the start of this month, but I hope to get some reading done now. I'm reading one of my Charmed books because those are uh, pretty tiny. So I'm hoping to get this done in the next couple of days. So that'll be one book off my TBR.
Nice. And yeah, I know like moving's gotta be really chaotic for you, so
Definitely. Hi, Tina. It's been a hot minute since we spoke. So good to see you.
yeah, so good to see you, Tina.
I'm really interested in legends and lattes.
Ooh, I definitely recommend checking it out. I think Tina said once that she's really into cozy mystery, or she will read cozy mystery, and I do think like this book would appeal to fans of cozy mystery because it has the kind of the same vibe of like the characters are really like fun small town characters that are just really lovable, and like overall the story is just very feel good. Like I feel like the last chapter for me was like probably my favorite part of the book. It just was really slow up until that point, but like the last chapter where everything kind of comes together, there's this really great sense of community at the end. Um so yeah, I do think like to the right person, Tina probably. I think you would actually really like it, so I recommend it.
Yeah, she loves cozy mysteries. Yeah. So what is everyone reading in the chats? And Robin, what will you be reading?
So I started earlier today, but I didn't get too far. The Girlfriends Forever.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I figured I would be reading that today. I'm at 8%. I'm reading it as an ebook. Um, so yeah, I was planning on reading more of it today, and I probably will continue reading this for every live show we do until I finish it.
Yeah, I love that series. It's one of my favorite series of all time. It's in my top 5. I am in love with it. That's probably the only other series I have read as much as I've read Harry Potter and Secrets. That's how much I love it.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. This
Yeah.
is my first time reading the series. I read the 4th book in it before, because my sister had bought it for me because I think Venus was the main character, or like the story revolved around Venus more. So I had read that one, but I hadn't read any of the books before it, and that was like years ago too when I read it.
Yeah.
Probably like I don't know, like 8 years ago I probably read it. So yeah, I'm really excited to like finally read the whole series
Yes,
and then do it this
I
time.
definitely recommend reading the entire series before you get to the fourth book because you
Yeah.
will be confused because it all kind of ties together.
Gotcha. Okay. I've
But
already noticed there's a new teacher in this one that isn't in the movies,
yeah,
Tsunami, which I thought was a really funny pun. Um, but yeah, I don't think she was in any of the movies. So,
yeah, she wasn't. And then there's also another teacher that wasn't in any of the movies.
ooh, I haven't met them yet, so probably meet them soon.
Yeah, you will. But yeah, it's so good. I absolutely love that series. I think you'll really enjoy it, especially since Venus is your favorite character and she is one of the three main characters.
Yeah, I'm glad that she finally gets to have like a part in
Yeah,
the story because she's kind of sidelined completely in the movies. Even like Freaky Fusion, like where she is like a main character, she doesn't, she spends most of the movie with like Claudine, fused with Claudine.
yeah,
So yeah, we don't really get to see much of her. So I'm excited.
yeah, definitely. Any fans of Rochelle, Rebecca, and Venus will love this series.
Yeah.
And there's also a few other characters that aren't teachers but students that are new as well. And one
Ooh.
of them actually is kind of a main character. I mean, at first, in the first book, he really wasn't, but in the rest of the series, at least I consider him a main character because he's like always there and he's the only other person that helps the three main ghouls with everything going on. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but yeah. And I absolutely love his character. He's amazing.
Nice. All right, I'll have to look forward to his introduction.
uh, I'm currently reading three books. Ooh, three books.
Nice.
Closely Hardboard Secrets by Bree Baker and Mars Volume 3 by I'm gonna say this wrong. Fiumi Sorio and Rereading After by Anatod. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I've been doing the multiple books at the same time as well this month too, because I'm like reading a physical book and then I'm listening to an audio book and I'm doing the ebook. So yeah. Um, but Tina, are you doing any readathons this month? I know there are so many of them. I'm curious to know if you're participating in any.
Yeah. We're having a lot of fun with this one, even though we're only 4 days in.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, I hit the ground running with this one.
I mean, we started planning this like immediately after the last one ended. Like,
Genuinely, yeah.
yeah, well, we're all huge Monster High fans, obviously. I'm excited for Thursday. The live action movie it comes out Thursday.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to watch it though until the weekend because my sister has Paramount Plus and she doesn't live with me. Um, but she said that like she'll come over and like she'll let me use her login and we can watch it together. So yeah, we're gonna do that this weekend.
I'm actually really excited for this. There's still a couple things I'm not a fan of from what I know, but overall, when you make an adaptation, you have to change some things. Not everything's going to be the same, which I'm okay with.
Hmm.
I just don't like when you change things too much and too drastically.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, some of the changes I actually ended up really liking. Like, I
Hmm.
love the idea of Dracula being a sorceress practicing witchcraft because I feel like her only real thing was being a vegetarian vampire, which you didn't see that often and couldn't really use that often as well. I feel like
Right.
this gives her a defining storyline that I'm excited for.
I'm hesitant about the witchcraft Dracula plot, but I'm willing to see how it goes, you know? Um, Yeah, all the like major changes, I'm like, okay, I'll see what they do with it. I
Yeah.
am gonna be a little upset if like Deuce and Cleo don't end up together though, because
Same. If Deuce and Claudine end up together, I'm gonna be so mad.
that just doesn't make any sense to me.
Right?
Although, like, the only other, like, ship with Deuce I would be okay with is Rochelle and Deuce. Someone, like, posed, the, like, headcanon of them together because Rochelle, because she's made of stone, she can
Yeah.
look into Deuce's eyes. So I'm like, "Oh, okay, like, that's really cute." But obviously she has her own boyfriend in canon, and I do prefer Cleo and Deuce
Yeah,
more.
definitely. Yeah, in the Girlfriends book, there is a kind of a side storyline with Rochelle and Deuce. They never get together or anything, but Rochelle canon canonically, however you say that,
Mhm.
has a crush on Deuce for a little bit.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and I like that too. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, even
but
if like they don't end up together.
yeah, I mean, I feel like because I mean they could have just had Deuce and Cleo like not even have any history or anything, but since they did, I have a little hope that they will end up together. Like because they do have history, and I'm hoping that they work through whatever issues they had that made them break up at the beginning of the movie. Because I swear, if Deuce and Claudine, I'm just gonna be so mad about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to sell me on that ship if they end up together.
Especially since this G3 Generation 3 for Monster High, they're finally becoming very diverse in a lot
Yes.
of ways. Frankie being non-binary, and in the new TV show, apparently Frankie has two dads, Deuce has two moms, Claudine is half black and half Mexican.
Hmm.
Then Jack Laura is Taiwanese. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Then Laguna's from the I forgot what that was. But yeah, so it's very diverse, and I don't see why they couldn't just make Claudine a lesbian for real this time.
Right, and I feel like there's been a lot of progress even in like children's media to incorporate like, gay or
Yeah,
lesbian characters. So I feel like the time's right now. I mean, I understand like in the past, like it would have been a very um controversial thing to have done at the time when Monster High was first airing.
yeah,
I shouldn't say airing, but putting out content and stuff. But now is like the perfect environment to have Claudine be a lesbian. And
exactly.
also with like Frankie being non-binary, like I feel like they already like have stuck their toes in that, that like just keep this going.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. I mean, it's like the perfect timing, and I think they should have done it because Claudia and Deuce, no. I
Yeah,
feel huh?
I'm wondering if that is just like I don't know, misleading, that
Maybe.
they
I feel
were gonna be together.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I feel like it's that same trope you see in a lot of things where with characters that go to high school, like you have the main new girl who's nice, and then the mean popular girl that they just don't like each other from instantly, and then the guy that has a thing with the popular girl, and then him and the new main girl kind of have a thing now, and it's like that's a whole trope that I just don't care about.
And I feel like with like the first Monster High, I think it was either the webisode or like the like longer webisode movie that they put out. That's kind of what they did with like Frankie being a new student.
Yeah,
She has a crush on Deuce. She says that she's dating Deuce, and that causes drama with Cleo because they're actually together. Like they already did that storyline. Why would they redo it? But
right?
that this time have Claudine be the person who is like induce.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, let's see. Sorry, answer that question a minute late. I was getting something. No, you're
No
fine.
worries.
I'm participating in Hocus Pocus Readathon and the Cozy
Ooh.
Mystery Halloween Bingo Board Challenge. Interesting.
I'm surprised I haven't heard of the Hocus Pocus readathon until this moment. That sounds really cool. And then the Cozy Mystery Halloween bingo board sounds like it's really fun.
Yeah. Did you watch Hocus Pocus too?
I haven't yet. I'm waiting to watch that one with my mom, though.
I won't spoil anything, but I wasn't impressed. I wouldn't say I was disappointed because I did kind of have low expectations from the beginning
Mhm.
because I was very upset that they're not adapting the sequel book. But definitely, I feel like if they did do adaptation, they should have done the sequel book because this was basically just a reboot. And then my mom told me today that she read that Hocus Pocus 3 is officially in the works. So they're continuing this new storyline,
Oh.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds cool. My expectations for the Hocus Pocus 2 is pretty low, though, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm not part of the Monster High fandom, so I didn't know that they were making a new show half queer characters. I mean, uh, yeah, this new generation is very diverse. With Frankie being non-binary, which is something that I love, and some of their parents are queer, but other than that, I feel like they should still make Claudine a lesbian. And I don't know, maybe Dr. Laura bisexual because why not?
Yeah, I'm hoping more of like the main characters will have more LGBT identities. I know you did a whole video on like headcanons for like sexualities for like the characters, which was so fun. And there's definitely like a lot that was kind of like I guess hinted at in like the original that like you know, oh my god, what's her name? Who she's like one of your favorite characters.
Twyla?
Yes, like Twyla, like her whole like attitude's just so like, oh, I don't like care about like, what gender people are. You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
she definitely has
exactly.
like this pansexual vibe to her that I
That's
very
what I
appreciate.
hinted her as.
Yeah, and then like her and her friendship with Howleen is like really cute, but I feel like it could be something more, you know.
Yes, like
Um
I mean, I'll be okay if they stay friends, but I think they could have been something more. Definitely. I mean, they just had these little moments and these little looks they would give each other, and I just shipped it.
I do too, yeah. So yeah, I'm hoping that yeah, some of the characters because they are kind of like making some changes to the characters, but like in ways that make sense for like their canon. I hope that
Yeah,
they decide, okay, like this character is gonna be like openly gay now, you know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. I'm sad that this new generation doesn't seem to have Claude. He was taken out of the last generation as well.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
And so I'm very upset about that. 'Cause I do like Claude, and I liked the wolf sibling banter that him, Claudine, and Howley all had with each other. Like I love that for the original, and I also love Dracula and Claude's relationship. They were my favorite ship. But if they aren't going to have Claude included, then I think they should make Dracula and Claudine a thing. I mean, I never really shipped them in the original. I just like their friendship. I thought
Yeah.
it was really nice. But if Claude's not going to be included, and if this is a new generation, I feel like maybe Dracula and Claudine could become a thing.
That's yeah, I'd be curious to see if they do that.
Her father being the boogeyman, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I for some reason I was totally blanking on her name.
Yes, I love Twilight, and I mean, she did have that one quote in Price Camera Action when she was like, "I can't have a crush just on a monster on the silver screen. You know,
Mhm.
it's supposed to inside that counts." Because I can really see Twilight being like that, like not caring about gender at all, like female,
Absolutely.
male, trans, non-binary, just all only cares what's inside of them. So that's my personal headcanon. But do you want to sprint at 30 after?
Sure, yeah.
Yay! Get some reading done.
No, I'm excited to get further in this book. I'm only one chapter in so far, so
I haven't started this at all. But that's what these sprints are for, to help us get some reading done
Mhm.
for our TBRs. And it is a short book. It's like less than 200 pages, like around 180, I think. So I think I can get this done. Probably not today, but tomorrow at least.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So you have the Google Friends book for the Google Friends prompt. Is the
Yeah.
other, and I think that's the only prompt you have it for, right?
I think if this one has the subplot with Rochelle and, like, making that outfit for the teacher, I'll probably use it for the fashion prompt. I don't know if that was this book or one of the other books in the series, though. Do you remember?
Uh, I think it. I might be wrong, but I think it is the for. Yeah, it is. It is. It is the first book.
Yeah, because it follows Rochelle, so I that makes sense if it would be. So yeah, I will use this for the fashion prompt as
Yeah,
well.
it took me a minute to remember because like what storylines were happening in the first book and stuff, but I'm like 99% positive it is the first book.
And there was even like a small hint already that she passes by like this spider web tapestry and she's like so like entranced by like the quality of the material. So like I feel like there's already like kind of
Yeah,
that hint that she's interested in fashion. So
yeah,
I think that plot will happen in this book.
yeah, yeah. Because I feel like so this book things kind of seem to wrap up at the end. I'm not gonna like give any spoilers, but things seem to kind of wrap up at the end. But it leaves it open for, and then the other three kind of like are really connected. Like at the end of each book, at the end of the second and third book, it says to be continued because they both kind of leave off with spoilers or not spoilers, cliffhangers. So
If I remember correctly, I think book 4 also like ended on a cliffhanger, but I don't think they ever made a book 5.
they left it open, like one of those books that is not exactly a cliffhanger, but they did leave it open for more. But
Yeah.
so there's this. Uh, they did make technically a fifth book. It's called uh, Ghoul It Yourself, and it's kind of an activity book about the Ghoul Friends series. But on the cover, it says inside is a short story following Rebecca, and the label
Oh.
open follows Rebecca. So I think that's gonna do it because I haven't actually ever seen the bought the Ghoul It Yourself book. So I really want to do that and maybe finally find out what happened.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
yeah, for the Charmed, I have it for what prompts do I have it for? I have it for a book with family, obviously.
Mhm.
Trying to see because I think I have it for one. No, I think this is my because some of them I have for more than one prompt, but Charmed, yeah, Charmed. That's the only prompt I have for a book with family.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, most books I have for, like, maybe 1 or 2 prompts, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, I think when shows or books make some of their characters queer, it's easier for people to have headcanons. Like there are a lot of queer ships in the Vampire Diaries fandom, but there are not many queer canon couples.
Oh. Hmm.
That's true. I mean, I don't think I think Vampire Diaries doesn't even have their first canon queer couple until like the last season. I might be
I
wrong.
didn't even know they had a canon queer couple in there.
Yeah, they were part of the like villain group or whatever. I mean, technically, in season one, I think you find out Caroline's parents got divorced because her dad came out as gay and ended up with this guy, but you
Oh.
never actually see them together.
Yeah.
You only ever mention him. So he's a canon queer, but that's about it. Um, and Katie Roberts' book, majority of the characters she writes are queer. That makes me more comfortable to ship anybody because I know there's a possibility. I
That
get that.
doesn't stop me.
Yeah, same.
Even if there isn't a possibility, like, if I really like a dynamic between 2 characters, I'll ship them, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Caroline's dad escaped, but he's also evil.
Are, like, all, like, the queer characters evil in that series?
I mean, with the lesbian couple you meet later on, I if I remember correctly, they end up going on the good side, but I might be wrong. And
Gotcha.
the originals, I haven't actually seen the two spin-offs, but the originals, I think there's a canon lesbian couple, and I don't think they're evil, but I might be wrong because, like I said, I've never seen it. And then Legacies, I'm pretty sure there's a couple, or I'm pretty sure one of Caroline's daughters is queer in some way, and I think she has a relationship with a woman. So I don't know. I'll have to eventually watch them. But
Mhm.
it is 30 after, so you ready for our first sprint?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so half hour,
Sure, sounds good.
half of the hour. Okay, happy reading.
Happy reading, everyone.
Hello.
Hey guys!
What's up?
Hey, sorry I'm late. I completely spaced that it was the night of the sprint, so
It's
earlier.
fine. It happens. So, how have you been?
I've been good. I've been good. Work has been really good. I started a new job 2 weeks ago, so it's
Nice.
it's been good.
Yeah, nice. That's good.
How have you been?
Good. Yeah, things are better, not as hectic. We have a new house. We're slowly
Oh, I'm
moving
so
in.
glad.
Thanks. So yeah, things are looking up. Things are good. I like got. I barely read like at all last month because
Hmm.
of everything that happened. I just took a break.
Well,
Needed.
yeah, you had to because you
Yeah.
dealt with your house having a fire.
Yeah.
It
But
was. There's no way you could have done any reading.
yeah, but things are better, and I'm so excited to get some reading done this month. Like I'm so excited for the books I have planned. Some are rereads, but I'm okay. I'm just happy to get some reading done.
Hmm.
What will you be reading?
I am actually not sure. I need to quickly go get my reading journal and see if I can actually like figure out. Um, there is one book that I want to read right now. It will work for two of Rebecca's prompts. A book. Well, it's mostly one of her prompts, but it has to. It's a historical setting, and it kind of has to do with family. I guess a little bit. It's Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right, so I will go get that and I will be right back.
Robin, are you back?
Yeah, I am. I didn't want to interrupt you guys.
You're fine.
I'm
Just
glad Claire could join us though. Like,
so how was your sprint?
mine went pretty well. I'm at 21% through the book now. Um, so yeah, I went from 8 to 21%. That's a pretty good jump. Let me think. Rochelle just got shown her new dorm, and she met her dorm mates, which are Venus and Rebecca, of course. Um, and then a new teacher was introduced, and some other characters were too in that scene where they were given um their dorms. But then I'm at the assembly right now where like the Dragon Whisperer teacher is being introduced,
Oh
and
yeah.
so yeah, I'm a little suspicious of her, you know. She's got
Well,
all of
these
those trolls. Like, there's something going on with this teacher.
these
Harry
students.
Potter has prepared me for this.
Yes, just no longer do not trust any teacher anymore. Okay,
Any
Harry
new
Potter taught us that
teacher,
teachers are evil.
yeah, new teachers though. The old teachers are fine, but it's always the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. There's gonna be
Right.
something about them. So yeah, I'm skeptical of this new teacher.
Well, I don't know. Snape was always there, and he was always kind of shady. So
Oh yeah, it was just a jerk though.
yeah, I mean, he's not a villain. Like that whole Snape debate, is he a good guy? He's not evil, but he's not a good guy. Okay, like
Right, that's a
he
good way to
bullies
put it.
kids.
Yeah, that's a really good way to phrase it because he is technically on the good side. He's fighting for the better good. But as a person, he's
He's
not a good person.
I mean, it got so bad that he was Neville's legit worst fear. Like, you have to be truly bad to be somebody's worst fear.
Right.
But yeah, the character think you already met. Like I said, he's not that big into the first book until the later on, and then the rest of the series, he's kind of important. Is Cyclops.
Yeah, I do recall him being introduced very briefly. There's a lot of like boy characters being introduced in this too, which I find kind of cool just because I feel like the Monster High series is like by far dominated by female characters, like probably at least 75% of the characters
Right.
are women, because of the dolls probably, and honestly, as a collector, I prefer collecting the girl dolls more because their outfits are cuter than the guy outfits.
I
So
also feel like because Monster High was targeted at young girls,
that too,
and it was
yeah.
also much of a like feminist sort of thing, like girl power and all that.
Hmm.
Like I mentioned in one of my recent Monster High videos about this readathon, I think it was the one when I was talking about the prompts when I was like recommending books, and I made a
Hmm.
comment. I was like, Friday Night Frights is the most feminist movie you will ever watch, and I love it.
Hi Claire, it's good
Hey,
that you could join
Robin.
us. I'm so
Oh,
happy
I'm so
you're here.
glad. So I actually have a pile of books over here.
Yes.
Um, so luckily, I was able to find some books that fit some of the prompts, just not all the prompts yet.
Mhm.
Because I haven't been able to like make a TBR video yet. Like things have been like pretty hectic with work and everything, and
Yeah.
life. But
Yes, I
luckily,
was.
I have this stack of books. So I actually just finished my old reading journal and moved into a new one. So
Ooh.
this one, it's a journal from an Australian company called Dreamy Moons.
Oh, that's
You'll
nice.
very much you'll know who they are if you watch Books with Chloe, because she mentions them a lot. She uses their journal, she uses their affirmation cards. She really loves this company, and I caved and got a journal, and it's actually not that bad of a price for how much for like how like wonderfully made they are. They are handmade.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, they're only $27 USD.
That's genuinely
Yeah,
really cheap
and
for a handmade
shipping
journal.
the shipping is a bit expensive, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it.
That's
Nice.
really cool.
Yeah, and it has like little affirmations in the front,
Oh, that's so
and
pretty.
yeah, and it's actually like so it's a mixture of lined
Mhm.
lined and blank pages, and I actually really
Mm.
like that. Yeah, so there's like blank pages and line pages. So yeah, it's a really cute journal, and um yeah, I just love it. I was going to use it for my life journal, but I decided to just cave and use it for my reading journal because, why not?
Right. That's so cool and so exciting that you're starting a new journal.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so the prompts that I have the books for. Um, so, a character with a tragic past for Nathan. I decided to go with Blood Countess
Ooh.
because this is actually a kind of retelling about Lady um, Countess Elizabeth Bathory, who was a female murderess in Romania. She was called the Countess Dracula because she
Oh,
murdered like thousands of people, I think.
yeah.
Mostly men, I think. And no,
Nice.
actually, no, it wasn't just mostly men. It was men and women, I think. Um, but yeah, she was nicknamed the Blood Countess, and yeah, so basically, um, it's basically about this girl named Anna who gets to work for Elizabeth as a scullery maid, and then she is bumped up to a chambermaid for Elizabeth. And then along
Mhm.
the way, they start to fall in love, and
Oh my gosh.
mysterious things start happening. And then Elizabeth's murderous intentions become clear, and Anna has to save herself.
Ooh, that sounds really
Mhm.
exciting.
Yep. And it's actually part of a series called Lady Slayer. So this is the first book.
Nice.
Yeah, so I haven't read the second book yet, but it's called Poison Priestess.
Mm.
hmm All right, so for a book taking place outside of the US for Rochelle, I went with Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco.
Mm.
Because it takes place in Romania,
Mhm.
Dracula, and Castle Bram, and it's it's just perfect for this. You know,
It
it's
genuinely is perfect,
it
like,
really
Halloween
is
read
exactly that's
too.
how it shows it exactly.
Yeah.
And then let's see, a book with LGBTQ plus rep, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
That's on my TBR too.
Yes.
That's so
I
exciting.
know. Oh my gosh. I need to finish reading this for forever. I'm on chapter 14 right now and I still haven't like read it since first
Mhm.
started reading it. So I'm like, I need to rectify that.
I
But
haven't
so far.
read it at all yet, but
Oh, it's
I
so
have it.
good. Trust me. Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
It's oh my god. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm on chapter 14 right now and um yeah, all I'm gonna say is that Evelyn is a bisexual character. That
Mhm.
is all you need to know.
I knew there was, like, queer rep in it, but that's all I
Yeah.
really know about it, and it's, like, old Hollywood too, I think,
I
right?
love
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay, so a book with female friendship. You girls are gonna be happy about this. School
Yay!
friends.
That is what I'm reading right now
Yeah,
for
so
this
I have the
one.
second book, Ghouls Friends Just Want to Have Fun, because that is the only one that I have in physical form.
Mhm.
The other ones I'm probably going to have to get from the library. But yeah, so I'll be reading this.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then a book with nature or plant presence, The Green Witch.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically all about herbs and witchcraft, and so it says your complete guide to the natural magic of herbs, flowers, essential oils, and more.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm very into witchcraft. Um,
Same.
it's yeah, I actually have my very own book of shadows. So
Nice.
Ooh.
yeah.
I have, yeah, I have like a chalice. I had one of those potion things, I don't know what they're called,
The mortar and
but
pestle.
huh?
Mortar and
Mortar and
pestle.
pestle.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I have one of those too, but it's my dad usually uses it,
I had
like
like
mixing herbs and stuff.
I had like three spell books, but the only one out of those I could save from the fire was the chalice. So now I have to make it.
Oh.
Oh, I'm
Do you remember
sorry.
what the other two were?
Um, these spell books. I had like three spell books. They were all from TV shows, though.
Oh, okay.
That's still really cool though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a
All
Harry
right.
Potter one, a Descendants one, and then the Book of Shadows from Charmed.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so a book about death for Skelita.
I'll be right
Stiff.
back.
So basically,
I just read that book
you
last
did.
month.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yes. I'm still in the middle of reading this. I'm only like a quarter of the way through. I'm only on page like 93, but I am
Uh-huh.
loving this.
It was so good. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did.
I was not expecting this to be so in depth about how human cadavers can be so important to the research of medicine and how things
Right.
progress in the body.
Yeah,
Like
I thought it was kind
this
of
made me start to really get interested in like morgues and death, and
yeah.
it's so interesting. It's
I'm
it's it's incredible.
I highly recommend you check out like some of I think it's Caitlin Doty's books that she writes because she's an actual mortician and so she writes a
Mm.
lot about her own experiences. There's one book by her I really want to read that's about like different cultures and how they
Oh,
deal like
that's
with
so
funerals and like
cool.
death and stuff. So I that's like high on my TBR.
That is
Um
really cool.
but yeah, if you like Stiff, I would definitely check out yeah, Caitlin Doty's work too, because she writes a lot about death too. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm so excited you're reading that. I just read it.
Yeah, and then the final book that I am reading for Rebecca's prompt, a historical setting, is Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. This is going to be a
Yay!
reread for me. I absolutely loved it the first time. I gave it 3 stars.
Mhm.
And I just love the idea that the Civil War was like created between vampires and humans. I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
It's so perfect too for like steampunk, 'cause I feel like it kind of is
Exactly.
a steampunk in its
Yeah, it
own
kind of is.
way.
Yeah, it kind of is.
So
Yeah,
that's
so
so cool.
yeah, it just it's perfect.
You have such like a good like fall like
Yeah,
spooky
I'm
TV
trying to go
art.
for like all like the spooky, witchy, like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I think you really succeeded. That's so cool.
Yeah, I still have to get the other prompts though, but I'm making good. I have a good pile right here. I have a good pile so far.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom gave me some chairs so I wouldn't have to sit on the floor anymore. So
Oh,
yay.
that's
Oh,
good.
good. Yeah.
We don't have that much furniture at the moment. We have like a couch, and I think we have like a dining table coming tomorrow, and
hmm
more couches we have to bring, but we have to rent like a big truck. So,
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah.
so we'll get that in time. But good
yeah.
because sitting on the floor was hurting me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's catch up on some comments. Okay, read 12 pages of After. Nice.
Nice.
I've heard mixed reviews about that book. I've heard so many mixed reviews about that book because like people say like the book is fine, but the movie is like horrible. And then
Mm.
people say the movie is horrible, but the book is like the movie is good, but the book is horrible.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's very mixed opinion on that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tina, have you seen the movie and what do you think of the movie if you have?
I have sadly never seen the movies for any of the books. I have actually never read any of the books, and I am a huge Wattpad like reader. I love reading published books that are from Wattpad. They're just so
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, I like Wattpad. I write
Yeah.
fan fiction on there.
Yeah.
OMG, your house had a fire. Yeah, it did last month. That's kind of why there were some breaks for the sprints for a while. You know, all of us had like life things, but we're all okay, so that's good. Thank you. Yes, we kindly have this house. I understand person moving for not an ideal, maybe traumatic reason. Yeah,
Mm.
that wasn't fun, but we're making it through it. What is everyone's favorite NH character or character?
Oh,
I
that's a
love this
good one.
question.
Ooh.
Jahara, why don't you go first? Because this is your stream.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'd say I have four characters I have in my top four. My number one is Draculaura, which is probably no surprise for at least Robin and Claire. They probably know this. Two is Twyla, three is Abby, and four is Laguna. Those are my top four. It's so hard to choose just one because there's so many.
Yeah, there's so many. What about you, Robin?
I completely like can spiral like once I'm like, okay, I like this one and I like this one and I like this one and like I just keep picking more and more. Um,
Exactly.
but definitely like my top character is definitely Venus McFlytrap. And I also am a doll collector, so she's also like my favorite of the Monster High dolls to collect because I love her punk style. But I also really like Abby Bombnable's character, and she's also super pretty in doll form, but also I like her personality a lot. She's very like calm and collected and kind of
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, like I got this, I just absolutely love that. So those are probably my top two, and I'm gonna cut myself off there because like I said, like I will just like mention literally every single character.
I feel that.
All right. So I'd have to say my top three are Draculaura, Cleo Denial,
Mhm.
and honestly, Abby, because I
Yeah.
personally love Abby's aesthetic, like the pastels, the winter.
So beautiful.
It's beautiful. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Her hair on the doll is like
It's
some of the
so
most
beautiful. It
gorgeous.
makes me want to dye my hair like that, but I have to like
Right?
majorly bleach it.
Right, yeah. And
And
I
I don't
love
want to
that
do
she
so much
has
damage to my
great
hair.
colors underneath, and then she has,
Yeah,
like, tinsel in her hair. It's
it's
genuinely,
it's so
like,
beautiful.
so beautiful in design.
So I have a question to follow up that question.
Mhm.
Why are your favorite characters your favorite? Like not aesthetic or look wise, but like personality. Like what do they have that really attracts you to that character?
Ooh, okay. So Draculaura, She is short like me. I'm only
Yeah.
4'11". I'm
Oh
only
my god.
4'11". I'm not even 5 foot. I get cold very easily, so I like
Mhm.
to wear a lot of like warm clothes in the wintertime, like to bundle up. And I love pink.
Yes.
Pink is one of my favorite colors. My
It is
room
my
actually used
favorite
to be
color.
pink before it was blue with the ocean and everything. But yeah, I'm still very much a girly girl. I love pink. I even have Draculaura's shoes.
Do you
I'm at,
really?
let me actually go get them. I'll actually
Oh
go
my
get them really
god.
quickly.
I'm so obsessed with
Yeah,
them. They're
I'll actually
so
go get them.
cute.
Awesome.
I'll answer mine while she's gone. I did mention like Abby's personality. I do like that she's just like very calm and collected and she kind of just like swoops in, she takes care of the things and like just like her confidence. I love that.
Yeah.
But for Venus, besides the fact that I absolutely like love her aesthetic, I also like I like that she is like a punk that's like, oh, I want to like her things that she wants to fight for the environments, which
Yeah.
also like I agree with too. But I think just like in general, like wanting to make change for the better and like, you know, just really committing to making change for the better and like not being afraid of like standing up for it is something I just really admire about her.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for me, um, oh, you want to show us the shoes real quick, and
Yeah.
then
Gosh, oh my
So these are the shoes.
these are
oh,
so
that's awesome.
cute. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. They look so adorable.
Yeah, so they actually are custom made for my size. I got them on
Whoa.
eBay, only $55, not a bad deal.
That's really good for boots too.
Yeah, and they're like handmade, so like it's beautiful. I love them.
That's
I can't wait to wear these.
yes.
Oh,
This
that's
is so
awesome.
Like
cute.
this is perfect for a Dracula cosplay. Like tell me it's not.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect.
They did come with like the straps across her boots, but I didn't know how to put those on. So
Oh,
confusing.
yeah.
So I just left them as
Huh.
is. Honestly, I like them better like that. I
Nice.
like them. I like them better without them.
Yeah, they look really cute without them. I didn't even notice they were missing it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, it gives a more modern, awesome, good vibe. It's really cute.
yeah.
So for my favorite characters, I'd say Laguna. I love her like chilled, laid back manner. She's just very like what you were saying about Abby, calm and collected. That's kind of Laguna too. She's just very
Yeah, she's very like go with the flow,
Mhm.
pun intended.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
She's very
definitely.
go with the flow kind of cool. She doesn't like to see arguments between her friends. She likes to be the um the mediator when it comes to arguments. Like if her
Mhm.
friends are in trouble, then she definitely goes to help them. Like if
Yes,
if, if Laguna was a real person, I would want her as my best friend.
yeah,
Yeah,
Because I could always
absolutely.
count on her to be a shoulder to cry on. Like in New Girl in School, Frankie goes to Laguna and Laguna gives her great advice. It's like she's literally from a different country, so of course she's gonna know what it feels like to be a fish out of water when it comes to that.
Right.
yeah, definitely. Like in Price Camera Action near the beginning when Dracula was getting bullied by Gory and Toralei, and all the ghouls went to back her up. And I like what Laguna says, like, don't listen to them. It's what you think that counts. And it's just
Exactly.
Uh, for Abby, I like what Robin said, but I also like that she doesn't have a filter. Like she just
Yeah.
says what's on her mind, and she just doesn't care. Like she will just blurt it out. She'll
She
make
says things like it is. She tells it like it is. She
yes,
doesn't care what people think. She doesn't take any crap from nobody.
yes, exactly. And Twyla, I love the fact that she doesn't care about popularity.
Mhm.
Like a lot of times you do see people, at least in TV, care so much about being popular or whatever, and I never have. And I love that, and I love what she said in Price Camera Action when she was like, "You can't judge a
You
bat by
can't judge a bat by its wings.
yeah,"
Mhm.
and it's just so iconic, and I love her for it. Like she's awesome, and she's also a great friend to Howleen.
Yeah, she's like the perfect friend for Halloween. Like they are actually like two sides of the same coin. Like
Yeah.
she wants to be popular, but Twyla just wants to live in the shadows because it's all she's known her life. And like it's actually a really good dynamic between the two of them because they really balance each other out.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
Halleen's more outgoing, Twyla's more the shy, introverted. They really
help
balance each other out.
Yeah. Howleen can bring her Twilight to the lights a little bit. Twilight.
Exactly. And then Twyla knows how to bring Howleen's eccentric personality down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
And then,
fire and ice, yeah.
Yeah.
and then with Draculaura, my ultimate number one, I love her big heart. I mean, they made an entire movie about her big heart.
Yeah, how do ghouls fall in love? Why do ghouls fall in love? Yeah.
One of my favorites. And I just love how much she cares and how supportive and kind and loyal she is, and she's just always there. That's like a theme throughout the movies. These friends, they're great friends, and their friendship, and it's one of the reasons why I love Monster High so much, because of their friendship.
Yeah, and honestly, that's actually one of the reasons why I love Draculaura so much is because she's like a lot like me, because I have a big heart. I'm very caring. I'm very maternal. I will stand up for anybody that is in trouble, whether I know them or not.
Same.
Like I will jump into a burning house to save a friend. That is how much I care about them.
Yeah. When I was in elementary school, I got these two awards: a Determination Award and a Diligence Award. And I got an award for because apparently they said that I'm like, there was like a little thing for why the teacher recommended me for this award, and it said that she's always like there to help people. Like, apparently, I do not remember this, but apparently my mom remembers the teacher telling her this. But apparently there was a kid being bullied or something, and I stepped in to stop it, and then took the kid to the nurse or principal or someone. And I do not remember this, but apparently it happened. And yeah, so I definitely resonate with Draculaura too. I love her so much. She's always been my favorite.
Yeah.
Could I join the Monster High Readathon now, or is it too late? No, you could absolutely join.
It's only the 4th of the month. It's still the beginning of the Readathon. Anyone can join. It's still open. It's open all month. You can join now or on the last day. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Rob and I both have an announcement video, a TBR video, and a video recommending books. In my videos, I'm pretty sure I put the Discord link for the Readathon in the description. So if you want to go check those out and find the link, then definitely we would love for you to join. It's a lot of fun. You don't even need to really know Monster High to have fun with this. We made the props very so that if you've never seen Monster High, or even if you're not a huge fan of fantasy, you can still join and still have fun with it.
And read whatever genre you like to read.
Exactly. This is not constrained to one genre or another.
Yeah.
This is completely up to everyone. Like, this is your own reading experience. Like, if you want to just read one of the prompts, then go for it. If you want to do all the prompts, then go for it. This is your month.
Right.
I have a book of spells for the moon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
I really like the books. This is my 3rd time reading after.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I've seen the first movie. I haven't seen any of the others.
Yeah.
I didn't know they made sequels.
They made actual movies.
I didn't even heard of After, so I didn't know any of this.
Yeah, literally. Like, I'd never heard of After before I joined BookTube.
I'm considering watching the other movies, but a lot of the fans hate them so much. Well, it doesn't matter if they hate them.
That's what I mean. There's a lot of mixed reviews. There's a lot of mixed reviews.
As
you
long as you
know?
enjoy it, like
Right.
I I will watch whatever I want, even if other people don't like it. Even if it gets a lot of hate, I'm like, I really don't care. I enjoy it, and that's all that
Yeah,
matters.
exactly. It's about your personal enjoyment. Like, don't worry about what other people think.
Yeah, exactly. After is toxic bully romance, and a lot of people criticize it just for those reasons alone.
Yeah, Harden is a bit of a toxic kind of guy character in the movie and in the series, but Tessa, she's like a good girl. She's like innocent, kind of, and like it can be problematic for some people.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I enjoy toxic bully dark romance books, but I know that not healthy relationship in real life. I would hope everyone reading uh those know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of hate this idea that people have that, like, if you read a book that something problematic happens, like, you endorse that problematic behavior when it's like, I don't read Harry Potter and be like, "Oh, like, Voldemort wants, like, non-magical people to die, so, like, obviously reading this means I support that," you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
that's
or
not how reading works. Like,
exactly,
it's fiction.
exactly. Like watching TV and then people blaming the TV for what someone else's actions are. I mean,
Right.
like I don't like this show. My sister watches it, but 13 Reasons Why I don't like
Oh,
it
I
because
don't
I
like
don't like
it either.
those kind of things. That's just my personal preference. But
Yeah.
if you like it, then more power to you. But I did hear that after it was first released, like after season one was released or something, a lot of people started blaming the show for suicide, for people's suicides or
Oh my
attempted
god.
suicides. And I'm like, they made that choice. Like this show did not affect it.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I personally I don't ever wanna watch or read 13 Reasons Why
Yes.
because I feel like I know that content is something I don't wanna consume, like, it's not something I would like to watch,
Yeah.
um, but, like, in saying that, I'm not saying, like, "Oh, like, no one should watch this," like, no,
Exactly.
like, if you watch it and you get something out of it, good, I just know for me, there's no use of
Exactly.
me watching
Yeah,
it.
I actually tried watching the first episode and I was like, I can't do this. This is too triggering. Like I've
Yeah,
experienced
right?
bullying and suicidal thoughts and it just really took me back to a bad time in my life. So I could not do it.
Yeah.
Right, but,
And
like, you have to make that choice for yourself that, "Okay,
Yeah.
like, hey, this is really triggering me. I'm not gonna watch this," you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
make that decision for myself all the
Yeah.
time too, and there's nothing wrong with it. But
yeah.
that doesn't mean no one can watch it, you know?
Exactly. I mean, for me, it's not like triggering or anything. I've never really had those thoughts, and I don't think the show will make me have them, obviously. But I just that's not the kind of thing I like to watch.
Mhm,
I mean, yeah, I'm okay with storylines in some of my TV shows getting a bit serious because that happens. But I guess TV is kind of like books for me. It's an escape, and I don't
mhm.
like it to get to be all serious all the time, like a show like 13 Reasons Why. Everyone reading it knows that. Uh, like,
Mhm.
obviously, the author knows it's not healthy, and the characters in the book even discuss the relationship not being healthy. Yeah, like, it's not, I mean, the readers should know that. Like, see, Pink Stan.
We
Yeah.
love pink here.
Those shoes are amazing.
Oh, thanks,
I'm
Tina.
jealous.
Thanks. Yeah, when I saw them on eBay, I was like, I have to get these. These are so cute that I could customize it for my specific like height and like me. I
Yeah,
jumped at the opportunity. I had to.
Yeah, I don't
that's
blame you.
awesome.
Like, if I saw those and I had the money, I would so pay like $100 for those.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and sometimes like customizable shoes on eBay go for like 100 to 200, $300. These are only
I
like
was gonna say,
55.
like,
These are
not
only
even, like,
55.
customizable shoes will be, like, $100. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? So, like, that is a
I
really good
honestly
price you
love
got.
it. It's just perfect.
Yes, like That's amazing. I want that. And I'm also jealous of Robin's doll she got recently.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
got two of
gosh,
the
I
reboot
saw.
dolls. I'm so happy to have them in my collection.
Yes. I really want to start getting Monster High dolls. I know I had some when I was younger. The only one I remember is I had a Twyla one,
Mhm.
and I don't know what happened to the doll or her pet Dust Bunny Dustin. But after all these years, I kept her diary for some reason. Like that's the only thing that I kept. But of course, that got ruined in the fire as well. But I really want to
Oh.
start collecting Monster High dolls. I have a few dolls, but they're not Monster High. I have like three different Harry Potters. Like they're all Harry Potter that my dad
Mhm.
got me a while ago. Then I have Mel that my mom got me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the new dolls don't come with journals,
Mm.
Oh.
which I was a little sad about. But yeah, still like the reboot, they did a really good job with them. And this is a perfect opportunity, Johara, for you to collect them again
Yeah,
now that they're in
Yeah,
stores.
definitely.
yeah, but they are kind of expensive. That's the only
They
caveat.
are, yeah.
That sucks. I'm not surprised with this new generation just coming out. But the prices will die down. I'm sure.
Yeah, and especially like with like fashion dolls like this, they do end up releasing like a budget doll, which is just like rather than all the accessories with the doll, they'll just have the doll and the outfit it comes with, and then that should be like I would say like at least like five, hopefully $10 cheaper, so it would be more affordable too. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's something to look forward to if you want to buy the dolls. And
I do
yeah,
eventually want to get the dolls. It sucks though that they don't come with diaries. Like
I know, right?
Twyla's diary, you learn more about her how she met Howleen and how their friendship really started, and it was really
Wow.
yeah. Let's see
That's
if I
really cool.
remember it because it's been a while since I actually read it. I just like kept it as a souvenir because I really like Twyla. Um, but she didn't have any friends. She's been at Monster High for a little while, and she didn't have any friends when Howleen just came up and started talking to her, and was really nice to her. So and yeah, it even had an entry where she went to Howleen's house for a sleepover for the first time, and it's just a really nice insight to their friendship, and I really liked it.
That's cool.
Yeah, we all have our own limits on what we're willing to consume, and that's a good thing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I don't know if Catherine's still in the chat, but if you are, let us know what your favorite Monster High characters are. That was a really fun question.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we probably could talk about Monster High like all day. Yeah, I met Catherine recently, sort of recently. It's been a few months now. I actually met her through Alyssa.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
really? That's awesome.
Yeah, Alyssa like told her about my books, and so she bought my first Jasmine Perez book and uh, read it. And then when Alyssa told her about the fire, she like bought all of my books, like in one
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, that's
go.
I
awesome.
love that.
Yeah, it was so sweet, and it made me so happy. She says she's still here. Hi. She wants to know if she can join the chat.
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
You want to send her the link?
Yeah, hold on.
Where is Catherine from, or is that too personal to ask? Does she live around where Alyssa lives?
Where Alyssa grew up, yes, but Alyssa doesn't live
Okay.
where she grew up anymore.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Catherine, I sent it to you on our chat and Discord if you see it. But yeah, it made me so happy when she bought all my books. I was so happy. That was so sweet.
Yeah, that was so nice.
Yeah, she's reading my second Jasmine Perez book.
Oh,
Hey,
Hi.
Catherine.
Hey.
hi. Oh, sorry. Hi.
I think she froze.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
she
she froze for me
froze.
too.
Hey, when that happens.
It's annoying, yeah.
Yeah, we hadn't had any technical issues yet, so it's just about time something happened.
Right. Something always goes wrong.
Nah. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's the internet.
Yeah. I hate the
Right.
internet sometimes, I swear.
Yeah.
I don't think I've asked Claire this yet, but have you decided what you're gonna dress up for as Halloween?
I don't think I'm actually gonna go trick or treating this year.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
sweet.
well,
I know. Me, I'm like, I'm always like, oh my god, let me take my niece trick or treating. Let me do it.
I know my younger brother is gonna go with his friends, but I won't be able to join him. So,
Yeah. Oh, that's too
Oh,
bad.
hi.
Catherine.
Hi.
No, I was watching on my TV, and I said I promised I would join. I'm a huge Monster High fan too.
Yes.
Oh, that's
So good to
awesome.
hear
Heard
it.
about this one. I've been watching them through the weeks, watching every one, like I do
Mhm.
with Alyssa's stream. And I can actually show you this. This is
Ooh.
I have my own spell, my personal spell book.
I have
Ooh.
that one.
Oh,
I
that
have
looks
that
so
one.
Some
good.
of them actually, I've tried the essential oils, and oh my, it's fun. But
Yeah.
my personal favorite with my Monster High is probably Twyla.
Ooh, another Twilight fan.
Because
Wow.
I've been more of the staying in the shadows, where I
Yeah.
loved her personality.
Yeah, definitely. Twyla is awesome.
Literally, think about it. That in the 13 Wishes, she pretty much even she knew that Howleen wasn't being herself, and it took her to tell a genie, a vampire, a werewolf, and Frankie all saying that's not her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
she told them.
Twyla definitely knows Howleen, and Howleen was not acting
Even
like
the one
herself.
thing is that she actually is more afraid of, even though as I said in one of the chats, was her father being the boogeyman. Because
yeah.
in one of the haunted, you finally actually hear that her father is kind of the boogeyman, and he collects everything.
Hmm.
I love the thing with the boogie stand. That was
Oh
awesome.
my gosh!
Yeah.
But
Yeah, all those different like sands of like monster types. That was actually really cool.
And my
Yeah.
favorite ghost style when they all turned into ghosts was Twyla's. Her ghost style was so
That
adorable. I
was
loved it.
it was so cute. I also love Jackie Laura's. She was
Yeah,
so
hers was
cute.
cute.
I love it.
but does anybody know the show Star versus the Forces of Evil?
I like
Yeah.
that.
I have another thing I wanted to show you guys. That was this. If you guys remember this.
Nice.
Ooh.
I
That's
love
oh my gosh.
And it comes with, unfortunately, it comes with him. Literally, somehow he made it through all the episodes, but it was sad on the very last episode, saying that he had to, like every captain has to. I was like, why? Why get rid of Glossric?
Aw.
But, well,
For Halloween, I'm being Darcy from Heartstopper. Nice.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hello, Catherine. Yeah, for Halloween,
Oh,
since
cute.
this is the first year that Spirit Halloween is coming out with adult Monster High costumes, I mean, I don't go trick or treating. I haven't since I was a kid, but I am going to one of my mom's best friend's Halloween party.
Nice.
I'm going to dress up as Draculaura. Obviously, I'm
Of
like
course.
so
and I'm
Draculaura.
still jealous about the boots.
Oh.
No.
Yes, if I could buy boots like that, like, and if I had the money, I would so buy them, like for
Julie,
Halloween.
you still have the link. Please send.
I will send you guys the link. I will send you guys the link in the Discord chat.
Because that's just awesome. They look just like her boots. Like, oh my gosh.
Even the one thing is okay. Another question to now that they're releasing, if you could have the choice to either have one of the characters be living or become the character, which one would you?
Hmm. I think it would be really fun to live in the universe of Monster
Yeah.
High.
That would be so cool.
So you want them to live in our world?
No, I think I want to go into their world, you know what I mean? And be
Mm.
like, I mean, I'm too old to be a student at Monster High, but you know what I mean? Like,
An
Monster
additional
High.
question:
Yeah.
would you want to be human or be a monster?
Be a
Monster,
monster, of
Obviously, be a
course.
monster.
What type?
We did like we made like original characters in the Discord.
right.
Yeah.
So mine was an alien because I'm really into science fiction. And I mean there is an alien Monster High character from Boo York,
Yeah,
but she's such a
I
small
think it's
character.
Supernova, yeah.
Supernova, yeah.
Yeah.
Um
But she-
there's gotta be aliens from other planets too though. So
Mm.
I would wanna be an alien, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I chose a vampire witch because those are my two favorites. Which is funny because this new Draculaura is a pretty much a vampire witch.
And she came up with this, I think, before they announced
Yeah, before they
Dracula
announced
being a
the
silver
movie.
monster.
It was a while ago.
It
It was
was
almost
really
like she
funny.
manifested it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in coincidences. It's meant to be.
Meant to be. Yep. So I actually came up with a mermaid character who can transform into a human. So yeah, like because I love the ocean. So yeah.
now, would you want it when you touch water, like so many people make it, is you just get fins immediately, or would you want to have like fins on your legs?
I would have fins on my legs, like
Okay.
like Laguna has.
Okay.
But when I do touch water, I would have a tail.
Okay.
What about you, Catherine or Kat? I see you have your name abbreviated.
Most people call me Cat, so nah.
Okay.
Make it easy.
If you were a monster, or do you want to be a human?
I would probably be a monster.
What kind of monster?
The one thing is I loved in Haunted with the hybrids. Like the
Yes.
half ghost, half like character with like operetta, where she wasn't quite ghost, where she couldn't fly, but she was considered a ghost.
Because she is
Yeah.
the daughter of the Phantom of the Opera.
She's
Mhm.
a phantom, and phantoms are kind of
Considered
ghosts.
ghosts.
Kind of, but it's like be like one of those types of hybrids. Literally, even in one of the movies where she does that her sonic voice to slingshot Draculaura.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
funny.
there's the hybrids in Freaky Fusion. Like
Mhm.
they're full on hybrids, two different
But
types.
they were fusions. They weren't hybrids. The hybrids were the ones that already genetically were
Well,
in.
yeah, I'm not talking about the fusions that the main characters became. I'm talking about the new
like
character.
the mermaid ghost.
Yeah, like her. That's what I
Yeah,
was
Serena
talking about.
Bamboo, yeah.
Honestly, I bet you if anything, she definitely had ADHD with her personality being like, "Woo."
Yeah, honestly.
If
Definitely.
anybody picked up on that, be like, I was like, ooh, okay, I'm going over here now.
I tried to join the Monster High Discord from both your announced race. It's not working. I'm gonna see if I can post the link in the chats.
Yeah, it won't let me post it in the chat, but I think because it's your stream, they
Yeah,
might
it's
let
your
you
stream,
do it.
Jahara, so you can try that.
Okay, I sent it. Hopefully it works.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I got it. Yep.
So
Yeah,
hopefully,
sorry about that,
Hopefully
Tina.
that works, Tina.
I think the links expire after a certain
Yeah,
time.
I think they expire after like 7 days, maybe.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
that's what it
that
probably.
makes
is.
sense. So
Yeah, it's annoying.
I gotta keep up on that because I feel like maybe other people have been trying to join and haven't been able to. Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we want people to join. And this year, we're finally getting a lot of people who's actually actively joining, and I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got quite a few
We have a
people
lot of
participating
people in the
this
Discord
time.
now. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
And
I
there's
mean, people that
actually
created it all those years ago.
yeah, and there's actually so I'm a part of another reading Discord
Hmm.
called let me see where it is. Do, 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 do. Let's see. Oh, Bookish Reality. And I have the Monster High Readathon part of their October Readathons
Oh,
thing.
that's
So a lot of
awesome.
people on there are joining as well.
That's
Nice.
so
That's cool.
great.
Yeah, definitely. Exciting. I'm so excited that people are joining.
Yeah, I'm so glad this readathon's getting more attention.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, I never would have thought this readathon would have gotten even off the ground. Like probably two people would have joined. I'm like, I never thought this would happen.
I'm so happy I discovered it, but I discovered it after the readathon had
Yeah,
ended. And I
yeah.
was very upset because I was like, I love Monster High. And that's the year you did the 5 main ghouls and
Hmm.
Draculaura, so I missed out on Draculaura. But
Oh, the link is still not
Link
working.
is still not working. Maybe Tina, do you have the Discord app?
yeah, you'll have to like get
You'll
it.
have to have the Discord app.
You have to get Discord, make an account, and then you can start.
It should be able to work on desktop without the
Yeah, it
app,
can
but
work.
you do
Yeah, it
need
should work on desktop.
um a Discord account if you don't have one.
Yeah, I have the Discord app.
And it's
Okay.
still not working? That's
It's still
so weird.
it's so strange.
Yeah.
That's very
Um,
strange.
what's your Discord user? I could try like inviting you through there.
That could work. That would work.
Yeah, hopefully that'll work.
That's so weird though. And
Yeah.
I'm also like, oh my gosh, if she's having this problem, like are other people having this problem?
Oh boy.
That.
That's where, in ways, I like the Discord, but for every platform you open, that you have to be careful on.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you guys want to do another sprint at the top of the hour?
Sure.
Sure.
Get some more reading done. Yeah, I'm on page 33 of Charmed. I don't know if you guys have seen the TV show Charmed. It's
I
one of my
haven't.
it's one of my all-time favorites. I'm obsessed, like severely obsessed. And when I found out there were books, I obviously had to get them, and then I'm finally reading them. But the books are kind of the books. Every book is a different storyline than the Charmed episodes, and the books are kind of made so that you can read them without watching Charm. Because the very first book is actually just like the first episode to introduce you to the world, so you can get understanding, and then after that the books are different from the episodes. And then this book is the 11th book, and it's a lot like the first episode of season 4 because one of the sisters died, so they had to introduce a different sister. And so you can kind of get an understanding of what's going on without ever having to watch the TV show. So, but it's really good, and I'm a huge Charm fan, so these books are a lot of fun to read.
Nice. Does it make you want to rewatch Charmed though?
Kind of, but I was already kind of thinking about it because there's this podcast going on now with 3 of the main characters: Holly Marie Combs, who was in all of it, then Brian Krause, who was in most of it, and then Drew Fuller, who was only really in season 6 and the very end of season 5. The 3 of them who on the show played mom, dad, and son. Um, they are doing this podcast where every week they watch an episode and then they come together and talk about the episode, not just the episode, but behind the scene facts of the episode.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So, and it's been a while since I've seen some of these episodes because when I first watched it, there's like 8 seasons, so there's obviously going to be some episodes you don't like. So some of these episodes I only watched once and do not remember. So I was thinking about, since they're doing this podcast, I can just kind of watch with them and then refresh my mind on these episodes as well.
Yeah.
And since so long has passed since I first watched the show, then maybe I'll change my mind on a few of these episodes as well. I might not, but I might, so might as well try.
That's cool. Yeah. It's like you're
Yeah.
almost watching it with them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But even the one thing is I like doing first is before I even watch a show or even a movie is read the entire series.
Yeah. If a
there's
movie is originally a book, I want to read the book before I watch the movie.
Even
Well, with Charm, the TV show came first. I mean, this is just based off of the TV show.
Yeah.
But even the one thing is like, even you said you read all the Harry Potter books.
Mm-hmm.
Have you read The Cursed Child yet?
No, and
Unfortunately, I have.
I
Honestly,
did read
I
The
will
Cursed
say
Child.
this. I will say this. It's nothing like what you're expecting.
I already know what it's about and what happens, and I just know they changed the characters, they changed everything, and I will never read it.
Not really change the characters, but
I mean, the characters grew up. Like they have kids now.
You meet their kids. That's the adventure. Is what happens with 2 kids. Oh, it's so much fun. I've already read it.
Yeah, but the characters, from what I've heard, the characters are like nothing like how they were. They kind of just changed them completely.
Yeah.
I think
Daniel Radcliffe is more grown up, not like he used to be, where it's like all kiddish. He's now I haven't read it in a while. I read it once it first got released, and I got so excited.
Someone once described it as really bad fan fiction, and I'm like, that's so accurate.
Yeah.
it definitely felt like I had to Google it just to make sure that it was
The
written
one
by
thing
multiple authors. It was, and it feels like J.K. Rowling had a very small part in it. It just doesn't feel like her
I will
writing
say
to
this.
me.
Well, yeah, because it was written as a screenplay.
That too, yeah.
written all as a screenplay, but at least you know the characters now and the names. That's the hard part, to understand how to read these things. No?
Yeah, if you're a musical theater kid, you know how to read a screenplay. But if you're not, then it is very difficult.
Yeah, well, I just think I'm tired of like shows and movies. Just they don't know when to stop. Like let thing end on a high note rather than dragging it in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so many times where they'll just keep on going when they should have stopped, or they'll keep doing these reboots and everything and just stop. Like sometimes they work, yes, but sometimes they don't. So just stop.
Mm.
They don't know when to stop.
Because one thing is also that books can get away with, but movies can't, is they can kind of prolong where it stops. Even though I may not be a writer, the one thing is I love reading. I love going on thrills, but yet books, the one thing is I've done a lot of is they go on and on about different topics. Saying, well, movie, they just get to the point.
Yeah.
So that's where in ways, even that's not the one advantage. I'm currently on the second book, as she told you about.
Yeah, of Johara's series.
I like it. Even Alyssa
awesome.
recommended for me to read because all the books. Okay, my bookshelf is all right there. The one thing is, I've read every single one of them, and I need something to read, and I've never read fantasy.
Oh my gosh!
I've never really read fantasy. Technically, even though most people would say this is fantasy, but I was like, no, in ways it's more of a mystery in a way.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Think about it, because it's like you don't know how it's gonna end, even
Mhm.
though we know the villain, but we didn't learn the villain really. Like we didn't know why he was a villain at first. All we knew
Yeah.
is he just killed Harry's parents. We didn't know how much damage he did until like maybe third book in.
Yeah.
If you paid, even I trust me, I love the entire series of Harry Potter, but saying you didn't really realize on how much damage Voldemort did until he was finally brought back in the Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, yeah. The first two books are very light, and then the third book happens, and it starts to get a little bit darker with the Dementor.
This,
Um,
yeah,
Yeah, the Dementors, the school getting overrun. Yeah.
yeah, and
then the
then Goblet of Fire
sword.
is when it gets really dark, when the first like
Yeah.
young character dies.
Exactly. Cedric Diggory dies.
Literally.
You have read every book you own. Yeah, that's a foreign concept to all of us.
Yeah.
I don't think I will be able to read every book I own because that is a lot.
I acquire way faster than I read
Me
them.
too. Me too.
Yeah,
It's
well,
the
I kind of have
problem.
to replace my books, so that's
Ugh.
gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely recommend checking out library sales, Johara.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my library actually just had a book sale
I'm
on
eagerly awaiting
September
mine.
30th, October 1st, and October 2nd, and October 3rd. But
Did you?
unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to it. I
No.
know. I was so sad.
Regret.
So it is after the top of the hour. So you guys want to do the next sprint?
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Thank you for letting me join the stream.
No problem.
Yeah.
We'll go on for 30 minutes until 32, and then we'll be back.
All right, happy
Happy
reading.
reading.
Thanks for joining us, Kat.
Hey, I just saw the time. I was invested in my story.
Must have been good.
Yes, I am a huge Charm fan, so I am very into this. How's your sprints go?
Good.
That's good.
Mine went pretty good. I'm at 38% now.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm making really quick progress on it.
I'm on page 73.
Ooh, and you just started it today?
Yes, this is a small
53.
book, so it's easy to get through.
That's amazing.
And like I said, even though the majority of the books are like different storylines in the episodes, the very
Oh.
first one and then this one are just like 2 episodes. And
Mm,
so I can, it's like as everything's going on, I can see what's happening from the
yeah,
episode of the show as it's happening. So that's a lot of fun. So it's helped me get through it faster because I know what's happening.
nice.
Yeah.
How about you, Claire?
I'm actually 53 pages in on Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Nice.
So I'm at the part where Abraham's father, Thomas, just told him that his mother was killed by a vampire, his grandfather was killed by a vampire, but Abraham does not want to. Um, he does not want to believe what his father is saying,
Yeah.
but he knows it to be true in his heart.
Mm, nice.
Catherine left.
I'm so glad she could join us though.
Yeah, me too.
Uh, right, 28 pages. Nice.
Nice.
Not bad.
It's like a page a minute almost.
Yeah. My book's getting very interesting too. She just arrived at a frat party. Robin, thank you for trying to get me into the Discord. Did you get in? I haven't checked Discord.
No, I sent her a friend request and I can't message her until she accepts the friend request. So,
She says she didn't get the request, so she thinks
oh,
there's something wrong on her end.
Uh,
oh, that's really weird.
yeah, huh.
I don't know what else. I'll think of something. Even if you're not in the Discord, like you're still welcome to participate in the readathon, and all the prompts are in our videos in the description. So, um, yeah, if you still want to do the readathon, Tina, you're welcome to do it. And in the meantime, we'll try to figure out how to get you on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, are you on Twitter? I could send you it through a private message if you have a Twitter. I'm sure there's a way to get you into it. I don't know what's going on. But is everyone enjoying their current reads?
Yeah.
That's good.
All
She
right,
says
Tina
stop.
says she's not on Twitter.
We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna try to send you it in a DM over Goodreads. So, give me a moment, Tina. See. Send this.
I'm getting tired. It's only 9:40. I haven't been sleeping well the last few days, so
It's almost 10:40 for me, so I should probably get going because I do have work tomorrow morning.
yeah.
So yeah, so I should get some sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably
Yeah.
head out soon. I did send the DM on Goodreads, Tina, so try it there. Hopefully this link will work. Um,
Fingers crossed.
yeah. I mean, the link works for me if I open it. It brings me to the Monster High Readathon accept invite. So
so if it doesn't work, then we know for sure it's on her end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's hosting next week?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
she got the DM.
What did you say, Claire? Sorry.
She got the DM.
Oh, you said okay. Yay!
Who wants to host next week?
Um,
I'm good either way because eventually it'll be my turn. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I can try hosting next week.
You're up
Okay.
to it? Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. So yeah, so anyone who wants to join us next week will be on Claire's channel. And I
Mhm.
think the video has all our channels listed, so
Mhm. Oh, and Robin, in your announcement video, you kind of butchered my last name. It's not Dewego, it's Dewego.
Dewiko. Thank you for
It's
correcting me
okay. It's
because
okay. I meant to clarify sooner, but I didn't remember until now.
no, I really appreciate it because as soon as I get corrected, then I want to start saying it right. So
Yeah.
thank you.
No
I wasn't
problem.
sure too either, so
I know it's a weird name.
yeah, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, my name gets messed up all the time. My first and my legal last name gets
Yes.
messed up all the time.
Sorry, Tina just entered the Discord.
Awesome! Yay! Finally!
Finally figured it out.
Yay!
That makes me so happy.
Mhm.
All right, I think I'm done though for tonight. I got a lot
Yeah,
of
same
reading
here.
done.
All right.
Everyone's yawning.
Yeah. It's pretty late here.
Yeah, I'm also in Eastern with Tina, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost 11 where I'm at.
Yeah.
So,
Well, thank you for coming,
thanks
everybody.
for
Yeah,
hosting.
thanks.
I always enjoy these, and I'm so glad we're gonna try to do them regularly again this month
We
because it's been
gotta.
too long.
Mm.
Yeah, we have to for Monster High Readathon,
Yeah.
so
Oh
So,
my goodness.
I know.
well, good night, everybody,
Good
and
night.
we'll be back next week on Tuesday at Claire's channel.
Uh-huh.
And I do believe I linked both Robin and Claire's channels in the description of this live. So definitely check them out if you have not. And I will talk to you guys later.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Everyone, have a good night.
Bye.